Hey guys, RPlays here back with another video, and today I'm gonna be drawing my OC, my original character. So if you guys want to draw it too, just follow my steps. Don't mind all of these, by the way. These are from my live stream of drawing whatever you guys want. So if you want to check that out, watch the live stream of how I drew these if you want to draw it, I guess. And yeah, I'll be drawing my original character. It's not gonna be the RPlays character. It's actually another character I'm working on, drawn in 2D form for my next Minecraft roleplay. Yeah, you guys heard me right. So let's just get to the basic of it. Okay guys, I am not good at drawing sketches at all, but this is what I came out with. So this part right here will be where the eyes will be. This part right here is gonna be where the bottom of the nose will be. This will be where the mouth is. Sorry for the background noises, guys. This part right here is gonna be like the bottom part of the mouth, I guess you could say. Because the nose bottom will be there, the mouth bottom. Wait. So that's the eyes, that's the bottom of the nose, guys. That's the mouth area, and this part right here will be the chin, and right here will just be like the hair area right here, guys. So yeah, I'm just going to go to this next page and basically sketch it, I guess. I am so bad at this, so sorry if I do horrible. Okay guys, what I do is I usually start with the hair, because I love to start with the hair for some reason, because my character's hair is more like hair like the, you know, when the hair like goes up and also parts of it goes down. It's very weird here. Then what I do for my ears is like I draw like these, like, you know how an ear shape is, and I draw an S inside of it. And then gonna do the same thing to the other side, guys. And then I usually just draw like this bottom part of the hair that like sticks out next to the like jaw, I guess you could say. Then I draw like the chin part, and that's basically the outline of the character. Now this is where the nose would be. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention that to draw the eye parts of where you want the eyes to be and how big you want them to be. So yeah, I ended up changing the eyes later because I didn't really like the placement of the eyes, but I still worked with these for now. These are my usually eye shapes. It like goes up, comes back around, and then it doesn't like exactly close, kind of just there. Then I draw like the reflection parts and the iris. And what I do when I usually draw eyes is like I usually make sure that like the bottom parts, because I'll get into that later, the coloring part. I'll get into the coloring. But as you can see, I basically changed the eye shape to be just a little bit bigger over where it was. The mouth was a little bit difficult, but not really, because I wanted it to be where the mouth was labeled, but I had to make it down more. So exactly where the chin labeled was, I had to put it there instead. So for the chin, I just put like this circle, like a little bit down below there. Then I worked on the eyebrows. I was trying to make it like a curvy, angry kind of looking happy face, but I just ended up later on making it as like a round shape to make it express how happy my character is. For those of you who don't know, my character's name is gonna be Jackule. Jaccule, or L-A. So what I did is I drew over the character again because it was kind of rigid and very like untidy, so I just drew it over again based on the old sketch I did before. So yeah guys. Okay guys, so after that I started working on the coloring. So for the hair, I wanted the hair to be like a goldish color, like a blonde, but not really blonde. I wanted it to be like a darker blonde. But later on, I figured out that the darker blonde color doesn't really look that good. Because I wanted my color to be originally brown like my old character, but I didn't really want to copy my old character style. For this new series, I want my character's hair to be different, eye color different. As you guys can see, the dark brown did not look that good. I tried a like lighter dark brown, but it still didn't really look that nice. So I just went with the same blonde I had before, guys, because that blonde looked good with my character. So then for the eyes, I made it like a light blue, and I love to shade with like dark colors at the bottom of the eye and the light colors at the top, because I think it looks like a good like fading effect in the eye. And then for the skin color, I made it like a lightish tone, kind of like the hair, but like a little bit lighter. I tried using it by coloring it. I had no clue what I was doing at this part, but I ended up just filling out everything. But before I filled it out, I ended up just drawing like a little part of it, like at the sides and like at the top. But I ended up at the end just putting it like at the nose area and at the forehead area, I think, because I think it looks good like right there. Okay guys, once I'm done with this part, I ended up coloring in the white parts of the body. Then I realized that the chin area looks a little bit weird. So I tried to fix that by like deleting some parts and maybe lining it up more, but I ended up just coloring in some parts and deleting some of the lines, maybe making it sharper. At the end it looks good. This is the part where I make the bottom part of the eye darker. I tried coloring in like the sides near to the nose. I make that part higher as usually, and I make the parts not near to the nose like lower in a like U shape. But for this I just scribbled randomly at the bottom of the part of the iris. But it ended up going over the lines, so later I would have to fix that. So I put in the black lines back where they were for both sides of the eye. And then after that, I fixed up the hair a little by adding some darker shades to it. I didn't know how to go about adding the darker shades, because I tried to add like this effect to it, but it wasn't really working out. But then I came across this effect. I could like put lines to where the hair is like going to in like the darker areas, like that for example. And then I just like put all the lines based on how the hair is flowing on the head basically. I tried to see if I could add more dark parts to the hair, and well, let's just say that did not go well. Yeah. So I just ended up making the hair look like this. Then I went to the skin. I tried to make the skin have more like dark parts to it. So I made like the cheeks more like reddish. So it's like it's not really a blush. It's more like a just happy look, I guess. I was trying to do. I tried to put more of the shading on the forehead. Some of it went over the lines, and that part didn't really look good, so I ended up adding just a little bit of defiancy right there. Then I left that part how it was, because I didn't think any other part but the ears should be shaded and the face. So it looks good the way it was. Then I tried to give the character some shoulders, but then I realized it needs a neck. So instead of shoulders, I decided to draw this neck. It took me a few tries before I decided which neck I liked best, but I came up with a design that looks like this. Then after that, I colored in neck, the skin color the character had, and I ended up shading the neck to where the shadows would be at the chin so that the line would show more instead of me having to draw the line. So I ended up shading the neck a lot at the chin right there. Most of it was basically shaded, I guess. There was barely any of the normal skin showing, just shades. I also added some shades to the chin part area so you can show that the part of the chin is shadowy. Now I'm working on the background of the character. I want the background to be like day, but instead of day I want it to like show more of the character than the background. So I want to like fade in, so it's like fading in and then the character's view is just there. So it's basically just seeing the character. I wanted to try to add some like green in the background, so it's like showing that there's like trees in the background. But then after I did the trees, it kind of made the whole entire thing look like it was a greenhouse. But I had to erase everything right here because there was like a green spot on the forehead. So as I was saying, when I started placing the plants, it started looking weird, like a greenhouse. So I just made it so it looks like he was stepping inside of a greenhouse, kind of, I guess. And yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed me drawing my OC. Hope you guys liked it. Bye!